What's up, everybody? It's Dakota from the Amazing World Detox. That's right, I changed the name of my channel. This is pretty much what this is all about, but I just woke up, so I have a sleepy voice, but um, I changed the name just because really the whole detox thing is a gaming thing, you know, the gaming channel, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm kind of not doing that anymore. Well, I am, but obviously I'm doing other stuff, and the tiger barbs are getting mad at this Cory cat because it's feeding time. But as you can see, the tiger barb is doing well. But really, that's all this was about. The only thing I kind of wanted to show you was that I do now have a 40 breeder, and I have one of the 29 talls. These guys will be moving into that eventually, and I don't really know what's going in here yet. I have some ideas, but we will see. But it looks like you don't really get to see these guys in action much. But as you can see, they're plump and healthy. Beautiful. Actually, they're they look like mini sharks to me. I think they're like one of my favorites. I don't know why, but I think they're pretty cool. So we are going to get some more in here. Like I said, I'm pretty new, so I knew that you're supposed to have more Corys, so I know that, you know, is a concern to some people, but I was weary of taking care of fish, so I didn't want to go too crazy and overstock my tank, so I got, you know, what I know I could take care of. But now that I've kind of been in it a little bit longer, we're going to get some more of those. We're going to get some more stir-bys in here, probably just 2 more. I'm not going to go 6. But I will do 4 probably, and I will also do 4 in there. As you can see, they got algae wafers today, so they're pretty excited. Just kidding, they hate algae wafers, but I have to give them some type of vegetable. But usually they get the marine land algae, which has zucchini in it, and then they'll also get the marine land shrimp. So that kind of substitute both everything in their diet. As you can see, these guys are getting fed for the first time. They probably won't eat, but I waited about 3 days to feed them, and that's probably all they'll get until they get moved into the tank. So they're doing all right. Their color is actually coming out pretty well. I don't know, it's pretty green, but and then the last thing, of course, these guys are doing okay. They're just under meds, and if you actually look, there's some nasty poop. They were definitely sick with some stuff. So a really bad glare. It must be how the light is right now. But yeah, I really can't. But maybe if I block it. But if you look down there, you can see some stuff that shouldn't that shouldn't be there. So I'm excited that the meds work. I'm excited I learned how to do all that. I'm excited to have some healthy fish. So they are almost done with their quarantine. They have probably about 4 more days. So yeah, he like hates the camera. But they have about 4 more days, and these guys have about probably 4, I think 4 too. So they'll be going in here at the end of the week. And of course, this guy's tail is really starting to turn less red and more blue. So I'm really excited about that. I think adding fish to his tank has really helped him keep him active and everything, and he's actually turned a little red in his body. He's nuts, dude. That color is, it's like iridescent. It's freaking crazy. And then the last thing I wanted to show was this guy. Look at the end of his tail. It is turning blue. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm feeding him something different, but his colors are just amazing. I walked in here yesterday and I was surprised to see that his tail is turning blue. So I know he doesn't have much of a tail, but right, I mean, I'm assuming the rest of it's gonna grow back blue. I didn't expect it to change colors so quick. He's gonna go get a snack. He doesn't like the algae wafers. He's just being a butthole. But they do pick at him. It's not gonna hurt him. It's actually good for him. I actually gave. I'll usually do half of an algae wafer just because they were so big. They're meant for plecos because they usually don't finish them. But I did put half of them in there just for the fish because these guys will pick at it, and it's just some leafy greens for the boys. It's not gonna hurt them, as you can see. usually around feeding time they're beating each other up. So I am going to do something crazy in this tank. I want to build it really high with some logs, probably logs such as this, but I am going to go ahead and hit up my local lake and try to find some free wood, because that's a lot better than real wood. But I did want to get a shot of these guys too, because usually every time I've ever been recording, they're hiding. They like to hide under that. But if I do, I will break down this tank. Well, I won't break it down, but I will. I probably will break it down. Actually, I think I'm going to redo the substrate. I'm going to take the fake thing out, put some real stuff in there. And the very last thing I want to update, I know I've just kind of been rambling, but I keep finding stuff to talk about, is I got some frog bit and it's doing all right. It kind of stays behind the filter. Actually, the pre-filter looks a little clogged, so I might have to do that. But it stays behind the filter for some reason, and it always gets sucked down in there. So I don't know, but I think the next video, I'll probably do a video before I update adding these guys in. It's probably going to be how I suggest setting up a betta tank, as far as the size, the the filtration, the stuff like that. So I do want to kind of hit that up before this week ends, because like I said, my favorite fish. So I hate to see these beautiful fish, as you can see. Well, if they're not, there you go. As you can see, are very beautiful fish stuck in little bowls. They really don't show their true nature. They don't show their true color. Like I said, this guy wasn't showing true color in his 5-gallon, so you'd think that'd be enough for a betta, but it took a 10-gallon to really make him pop. So that'll be the next video, so be looking forward to that. And sorry this was a little bit shorter, but I'm gonna cut myself off from rambling and just show you the tanks and be done with it. So I will see you guys next episode. Peace.